Hello friends, your good buddy Stub from CorkMe.com. Welcome to day 4 of the Cork and the Adult Beverage Advent Calendar video series for 2023. Got my best good mate James here again because we always do a wine, beer, and a spirit back to back. James, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Ready to see what we have behind the door. I think I gave it away because we've done a beer and a wine already.
Yeah.
It's probably a spirit. Roll it. All right, friends, today behind the door we have Kettle One Vodka. Now, this is a wheat vodka out of, James, you know where this is made?
No idea.
The Netherlands, actually. So, Dutch wheat vodka. I like this vodka because it's got a nice mouthfeel to it, nice consistency. It's a nice, clean taste. I mean, let's go ahead and test that out right here. How about that? I don't know if I'm pouring proper shot pours here, but you know.
We're about to find out.
Oh, shit. I'm going to take the bigger one, mate. How about that? All right. Here we go. So, vodka, friends. Clear, neutral spirit, generally. Yeah. Great for mixing, but also there are some differences in vodka. No, I like that. I feel like I get a little sting of it for the alcohol. Only 40% ABV on this one here. But it also has not quite a viscous, but it's got a little consistency to it.
Yeah.
A little weight to the vodka.
Yeah.
But it's still clean and crisp. And I think it's perfect for mixing a cocktail.
Absolutely.
James, should we mix a cocktail?
I think we should.
All right. I'm going to do a weird transition here. We're going to get set up and make you a cocktail. And James, if I were going to make a vodka cocktail, or you were going to make a vodka cocktail, what would be your go-to?
East 8 Hold Up.
East 8 Hold Up. Friends, we'll be right back with East 8 Hold Up cocktails for you for the festive season. All right, friends, we're back with all of our ingredients loaded up for an East 8 Hold Up. James is going to, well, we'll go through those at some point here, but James, is this a drink you make a lot at work?
No.
Oh, not popular?
No, I'm not a bartender.
Oh.
This is just my go-to cocktail.
Yeah, James.
This is my show-off cocktail.
Show-off cocktail. When you have mates over the spot.
If I have guests, this is the one I make.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. All right, James is going to make a cocktail while I give you a little history about the East 8 Hold Up, which sounds a little nefarious. That's because it is, friends. And let me tell you this. In 2008 or 12, I don't know, one of those even leapish years, barman Kevin Armstrong, who was then at Milk and Honey here in London, was on his way back from a night out with one of his mates, sharing a taxi, jumped out of the taxi to, piss on the side of the building, as Londoners are sometimes wont to do, at least male Londoners. Not uncommon.
You've had one too many.
Not uncommon to see someone with their back to you towards a wall, relieving themselves, especially late at night. But he was doing that, and what is uncommon, though, James, is when one does that, at least in my experience and my viewing of said experience, no one drops their trousers all the way to their ankles.
No, they don't.
Well, apparently Kevin had been able to piss enough that his pants were around his ankles like so many toddlers at a fucking stadium, and a guy came up behind him, stepped on his trousers from behind, and asked for his wallet. Well, a little bit of a pursuit ensued, in which Kevin chased the would-be mugger down the street with his pants around his ankles. Well, he happened to be in East London, East 8. And East 8, or E8, is a postcode, zip code here. That is, what is that? That's Hackney? Hackney, Dalston, I think?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
That kind of direction.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So Kevin was working on a new cocktail, came up with this one, and decided to name it the East 8 Hold Up. Now, to this day, it's a bit of a ubiquitous cocktail around all London bars, but more specifically the bar that Kevin now owns, called Satan's Whiskers in Bethnal Green, which is not only one of the top bars in London, but one of the top bars in the UK and the world, which does this every year.
Yeah.
So in this cocktail, James, I'm going to say this while you're shaking, we have vodka, we have Aperol, we have pineapple juice, lime juice, simple syrup, and a little bit of passion fruit syrup, which I think is the key to this cocktail. That, honestly, there. So you get...
it makes all the difference.
James put all of these ingredients in the various measurements, which obviously will be on the bottom of the screen here, and in the comments on the video, put them all in there, shook them up, and now he's going to strain them into an ice-filled glass right here. Oh, look at that. Creamy, dreamy cocktail right there. James, how are we going to garnish this cocktail?
With a slice of lime.
Look at that. For a guy who doesn't work in a bar, friends, those wash lines are pretty good, is what I'm saying right there. So we're going to do a little wedge of lime in these cocktails here.
Yep.
All right. James, why do you love this cocktail?
It's just bloody good.
It is that. All right. Well, thanks for mixing us up. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. This is such a good cocktail.
It's so good.
I'm going to say from the almost 2 years James and I have been hanging out, meeting, a lot of nights have ended sinking a few of these.
We've drank a lot.
We have had several of the East States. Here's what I love about it. It is tropical and fruity. We talked about with the Madry video, like the English, this aspirational drinking for like tropical and aspirational. But this drink, when I first heard about it and what the ingredients were, I thought it was going to be way overly sweet. But it's got a nice bitter, it's got nice sweet, it's got a nice acid. It's such a well-balanced, perfectly crafted cocktail.
Well, it was sold to me because it was vodka. I'm a vodka person.
Right. That is also true. So you get the
Our good friend
spirits in
Massey
there.
gave me that.
Absolutely. So yeah, I really like this thing. And I love the fact that it came out of or at least the name of the cocktail, came out of a less than savory or less than awesome experience for Kevin Armstrong there.
Yeah.
Just like most of his career did. I'll say Kevin's been in the hospitality industry most of his career. He was at Milk and Honey, very popular bar here in London. He now owns, I think, since 2012, Satan's Whiskers. Funny name, not a great looking outside, friends, but if you come to London, hit me up. I will take you there for a cocktail, and I promise you, you will be impressed. And I will also tell you that other class barmen, the first time I went there, said, walk in to Satan's Whiskers.
Yep.
They change their menu every single day. But even if it's not on the menu that day, order an East 8 and, do you remember the other one? A Miami Vice, and then look at the menu and decide what cocktails you're going to have that day. And I will say I've never been disappointed having an East 8 when it was properly made, which it was again here today, James.
Yep.
Thanks for doing that. But I say this, like, you get this great experience from something that you think is not so great. And Kevin, a star in the bartending hospitality industry, went on to open his own bar that's been open now for 11 years there at Satan's Whiskers, which we've been to several times together actually, and several times separately as well. He's also a consultant and author of this book, A Little Inside Baseball, or American Cricket, as you might say, called Round Building. This book here, friends, is about the perfect way to set up building a round of cocktails when you have multiple orders for multiple different things. It's really amazing. James, I know you haven't read this one.
No, I've not read that one.
I'm about halfway through it. It is an amazing, amazing read for anyone who's interested in how to perfectly put together a round of cocktails so they're all served at optimum temperature, dilution, all of the things. It's quite amazing. Hell, you know what I'm going to do, James? I'm going to put a link to both the UK and Amazon links where you can buy this book and maybe give it to a favorite barman or aspiring barman or home barman
like me
in your life. Exactly, for that. So I think about great things coming out of unfortunate or awkward situations, and it brings me today to our holiday haiku. I know, it always happens, right? Here we are, friends.
Here we go again.
Spirits will awake. Keep your pants up just in case. Stiff is in the drink. Friends, if you find yourself this holiday season in an awkward situation, and it could be with a work to do, or a visit with friends, or family gatherings, instead of looking at the negative of it, I would ask you to look towards the positive and what might actually come out of that. And maybe it's just a funny anecdote with your mates after the fact, but maybe it's opening your own bar, creating a classic cocktail that is now known worldwide, or becoming a consultant and writing a book, as Kevin Armstrong did. Or hell, maybe it just finds you sitting in your flat with your mate making some drinks at a silly video for freaking Advent calendar video series one night. Whatever it is, always look for the positive side, the sunny side of life, as we would say, James. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
All right. James is not going to be any more videos this festive season, friends. Because probably, well,
unless you get short.
Well, fair enough. But I promise you I'll be hanging out with him through the festive season, him and his family, and having a great time. James, thanks for joining me for these 3 videos.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure.
You're the mates I talked about, or one of the mates I talked about in the intro video to this video series. I'm glad we can just, have a good laugh, go half on the piss, even inside on a whatever night we're filming this right now, which is good. All right, friends, as always, I want to thank you also for joining and sharing and commenting, and gosh, man, I'm just throwing this out there. If you find yourself in an awkward situation that led to something grand, drop a note in the comments about that. I'm trying to remember what that would be for me. And I think I'd have to think about it hard before I actually shared that to the world.
Yeah.
Nothing from you.
No.
All right, friends.
Off the shelves.
All right. Friends, until tomorrow, remember to be nice, be safe, and be happy. Let's go Blues. Cheers.
What do we think it's on?